Good morning, students. Welcome back to our next session of our chapter number 2, Web Browsing on the Internet. In our last video, we learned about Internet. What is an Internet? Before starting with our chapter ahead, I would like you all to review the chapter number 2 first part video. We learned about Internet and its requirement. Today we will learn in detail about all the requirements. So let's get started. Modem. Students, as we learned before, modem is a device that allows a computer to transmit and receive data with other computers. Modem stands for modulator, demodulator. Now can you see the image? Can you see the image of the modem? Okay, people who are having Wi-Fi connection or internet connection are compulsory having this machine with them. This is provided by the internet service provider and it is located in your house. It is located in the place where the internet connection is given. Like for example, as I said before, your cable connection operator, the cable connection service provider, he provides you with a set-top box. Similarly, the internet service provider provides us with a modem. Next is the telephone line. Telephone line, everybody knows, each and every person knows about the telephone line. A telephone line is required to transfer data from one computer to another computer. The computer is connected to a modem. This modem is connected to a telephone line. Okay, to get the connection done properly, the modem is connected to a telephone line and then the computer is connected to the modem. However, with the increasing wireless environment, telephone lines are no longer a compulsion to access the internet. In simple words, because of this wireless connections everywhere, you have wireless phones, you have wireless landline phones. So because of this wireless connection, it is not necessary that you have a telephone line at home. Without the telephone line also you can use the modem, you can connect the modem to your computer. The third requirement is the subscription with the internet service provider. An internet service provider is a company or organization that offers internet access to users for a fee. Some of the internet service provider, that is the ISPs, is in India are Videsh Sanchar Nigam Limited, VSNL, Mahanagar Telephone Nigam Limited, MTNL, Airtel, Reliance, etc. Now student, as you know that a simple example I want to give you about the cable operator. You cannot take the cable connection directly. If you have a TV at home, the cable connection doesn't come directly. Either you have to go to the service provider, you need to buy a dish, you need to get it connected, then the connection is done with the TV and after that you are able to see the information, the news channels, the serials and everything, the cartoon, everything. But for this you need to pay a fee. They charge you with a fee, that is the service charges and all that. Similarly, for the internet service provider, the companies are the one who provide us with the internet access. Okay, and we are the user. So when we take the connection, the internet connection, they charge us with a fee. Now please see the image. Can you see this tower? Tower type. This is called the ISP tower. The internet connection is supplied from here. The connection from the satellite is supplied over here, and from here it goes to the cable operator, the modem, and then to the computer. Now this tower we alone cannot set up. Alone cannot put up. This is done by companies. Okay, the companies they have situated or located such types of tower in each and every places in your areas also. If you go to see, you will find these type of towers. Now for the internet also these towers are there. Then the mobile service providers, they also, the connection providers, they also are using such type of towers. The cable connections, they are also using such type of towers. So you will find these towers in your areas. The fourth is the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi or wireless fidelity is a device that allows a computer to transmit and receive data with other computers wirelessly using radio waves. It is a popular concept and is widely used in home and work environments. Now, student, nowadays you people are getting connected or attending the online classes. It is only through the Wi-Fi or the data connection which is available in your mobile phone. The fifth requirement is the web browser. Web browsers are programs which are used for exploring the internet. Exploring the internet means once you open the internet connection or the internet page, you keep on searching deeply, one by one, by like the way you investigate. So that is called exploring. There are many browsers programs available. To explore the internet, there are many browser programs available. For example, Google Chrome. Google Chrome is made by the Google company, and that is why it is named as Google Chrome. Next is the Firefox, the Internet Explorer, and Opera. Internet Explorer is the web browser made by the Microsoft company, and it comes with the Windows operating system. In our first lesson, we had learned about Windows operating system. So this comes under the Windows operating system. You can see the image. The web browser we just learned, the web browser icon. If you click on the icon, this page opens up. Can you see this page? Google Chrome. If you if you click, this page opens up, and on this page there are many buttons. One is the navigation button, then is the reload button, the address bar, bookmark button, search button. Now in our previous slide we learned about the buttons on the web page. Now in details we will learn about all these buttons. What are the uses of these buttons? So the first button was the navigation button. What is it used for? Navigation buttons are useful to move between web pages. This include the back button. This button is used to go on the previous page. Forward button. This button is used to go on the next page. Address bar. The second is the address bar. To visit any website, you have to type the web address in this bar. The bar which was shown on the web page, over there you have to write a proper address. The connection, the internet connection will take you to the website or the web page. Reload buttons. This button reloads a web page. Search button. Search helps you to find website with the keywords on the internet. Now what are the keywords? What is a keyword? Like for example, if you want to search, if you are searching a website of shopping, then you have to just write shopping. and it will take you to the shopping website. There are many websites like Amazon and all where you can shop online. Then for the second example is like if you are looking for some career guidance in your education, just write the stream which you want to go or the stream which you are choosing. It will take you to a website where you will have all the information of that particular stream. The fifth button is the bookmark button. This button is used to save a particular page which we frequently visit in our folder. For example, if you are frequently visiting Amazon, then you can bookmark this Amazon website, and when you click on the bookmark button, it will directly take you to Amazon. You need not have to write the web address of the Amazon. When you click on the web browser icon, the web page opens up. And this web page, simultaneously you can open up two or more than that web pages. But to open that web pages, you need to open a new tab. If you open a new tab, you will be able to see the new web page. So we will learn now how to open the new tab. First thing is that you need to locate and click on the new tab or press Ctrl plus T key on the keyboard. That is, you have to press two buttons at a time. One is the control button and second is the T button. Second, the what do you want to do next page will appear with the several options to choose from. Third, you can enter a new address to open the page you desire in a new tab. That's all for today, student. Here we mark the end of our second chapter. We will meet soon in our next video of lesson number 3. Till then, be blessed, be safe, be home.